On. God, that's fluffy today. Must be cold. Flute's very fluffy. Okay, very neat. Children of Herne. Well, what am I going to talk about to you today? Well, I want to discuss, there's a lot of people out there are talking about, oh, get rid of the dark side. The dark side must go. Are you crazy? Are you a lunatic? You are made up of two factors. Your physical body is made up of dark side and light. The white wolf and the black wolf. If you get rid of one, it could be disastrous. I mean, if you don't use your left hand very much, you don't cut it off, do you? I mean, you've got to use a little bit of common sense. So what do we do with the dark side? How do we deal with it? We bring it in balance. That everything must be in complete balance. When you've achieved that, you've achieved all that you can on this realm. I see some of you have been practicing astral travel quite well, actually, and I'm quite pleased about that. But a lot of you are nervous still. Oh, what if I can't get back? So, you're attached to your physical body with what they call a silver cord of light. And if you get into difficulties on the astral, it will reel you in at the speed of light. You get a falling sensation. Come on, folks. How many times have you witnessed you've had a falling sensation? I dreamt of falling. But someone told me if I hit the bottom, I'm dead. Oh, God, wake up, children. This falling sensation is just your astral body reeling you in very fast. If you're disturbed when in astral projection, you'll find, again, you'll get this reeling in sensation. A lot of you are using my system of counting backwards. Some of you don't finish it and your mind wanders off and you think you've gone to sleep. You haven't gone to sleep. You've gone into astral travel. But to consciously break, you must complete the count. This takes a lot of work and you have to practice. Once you've completed the count, you then focus as if you're standing by the door of where you're doing your work, and you can see all around your room in your mind. Don't miss a thing. The cards, the statues, the television, the pictures, ornaments, clothing. See it all in your mind. Go through each bit. You might get a feeling like a clicking sensation. That's the best way I can describe it. And you'll suddenly find you're like a feather. You're floating all over the place. You can't stabilize. You're being blown all over the place. You must try and control this. Now, this is quite a normal reaction. But what I haven't told you as yet, when you're doing the countdown, bring your breathing shallow. Do not breathe deeply. Forget all this rubbish of people saying, you've got to breathe deep. That's fine for meditation, but not for astral travel. You breathe deep for about the first 4 seconds. 4 times you breathe very deep. Then start your count and bring your breath slowly down. Your breathing will slow down. Your heart rate will slow down. Nothing to be alarmed about. Then you'll find that it will come fairly easy. Well, Dark Raven one, she astral travels great, but she hasn't got to the stage. She does it different than me, but that's okay. I do meditation, whereas Dark Raven one doesn't have to do this. It's just me. We all have different ways of approaching things. You must remember, there's no, how can I put this? There's no perfect way, because we're all different. So what will work for Dark Raven one wouldn't work for me. What works for me may not work for Adrian or Mariella. You find what will work for you. Once you've found that, there's no problem. You'll find it will work perfect. This is my way of doing it. But I'm not saying because it's my way of doing it, there isn't any other way of doing it. Of course there is. There's loads of them. I think there's several books wrote on astral projection. I advise you to have a look in your library and so you can track down some of these. Because once you can achieve this, the universe is your oyster. You can travel from anywhere on the world. You can go where you wish on the world. But you can also travel off of this world. You can find out things that you've never known before. You can see things happening right before your eyes, which you wouldn't see otherwise. So, keep practicing. It is one of the most valuable tools that you can use. Some of you are suffering from tension, high tension. How do I get rid of tension, you ask? Get yourself a bloody flute. Why? Vibration. Vibration starts a harmony. Once that harmony starts, your whole system will comply and it'll bring you down to a nice mellow condition. Instead of, when you've got tension, you're like this. You're at a stage of panic virtually. Come on, bring it down. You can think clearly of how you're going to deal with things then, and you can handle things a lot better. Now, I'm not going to keep you long on this site. Those who want to, hello, he's wobbling me camera about. Stop wobbling me camera about, doofus.
Sorry.
Well, he got up, he did a nice breakfast for us all, so I can't be cross with him. And he's wobbled me camera again. Did you see that, folks?
Sorry,
Did you
it's
see
because
that?
I have the thing lowered right against my legs.
Oh, I see. Do you
Good.
find it more comfortable like that?
It's a lot easier to do.
So it's like a lot of suppositions that scientists have told us and people have told us. Like the goldfish, it's only got a memory of a few seconds. What a load of codswallop. What a load of bunkum. I've proven that goldfish has got extended memory. I've proven that without a shadow of doubt. So how many more things have they told us that is incorrect? Do not rely on the media. It is rubbish. They tell you what they want you to know. And that's all they tell you. There is a special channel that I often watch. It's called The Edge. And they're an alternative channel, and the only channel that comes out with any form of truth. But the media, it is rubbish. Some of you remember back in the 60s, they were giving away cigarettes. They're good for you. They're great. They stop heart attacks. Brilliant. Have a cigarette. This came from bloody scientists. Now they tell us you can't smoke. Oh no. It's socially unacceptable, and it'll give you a heart attack, it'll give you cancer, and also you can lose your legs over it, you can get gangrene. So they change it again. It wasn't so long ago that doctors swore by bloodletting. Come on, for God's sake. Do you realise that in the American Civil War and the Napoleonic War, a lot of men suffered having their limbs removed because they didn't have an anaesthetic? And yet there was an anaesthetic. The old ones knew of an anaesthetic and were using it. They also were using a form of penicillin on open wounds. Why? Because they listened to the scientists and the doctors. This goes for cancer as well. There are cancer cures out there, and they bloody well work, but they will not be accepted by the medical association because they're not getting the bobs. So what is America doing? They're trying to stop all herbal medicine. What is Britain doing? They're trying to stop all herbal medicine and practices, and banning books on alternative practices. Are these men crazy? They're running scared. They're running scared because we have the answers. They don't. Well, I can get off my soapbox now because I can feel her giving me dirty looks. How long I got, kid?
45 seconds.
45 seconds to say goodbye. Okay. Take care of each other and do not take in everything you hear. Always test it out yourself. Even what I tell you, don't take for gospel. Test it yourself. Merry we have met. Merry we part. Merry we will meet again. Om Shanti. Namaste.